Yes, you can make your specific person want you. And the surprising thing is you can make them want you more than you want them, and that too within a few days or weeks. Now, the first time you discovered about manifesting a specific person, it made you surprised. It literally blew your mind. You were not aware of how manifesting a specific person is possible. You have never heard of such a thing before. Also, after you come across some success stories of people, it motivates you. But you didn't know exactly what you had to do to make them want you. You watched many videos, and you still watch videos on how to get them back. Now, when you started watching these videos from different creators, it confused you a little because they were sharing their experiences. Some were saying that you have to do affirmations. Some were talking about robotic affirming, while there are others who told you to visualize, and then there were some people who told you to let go of your desire. There were some who advocated scripting technique, and then some said that you have to raise your vibrations. After hearing this, your mind started to get confused. You didn't know which approach was right. Does this sound like your story? Tell me in the comments. So, now you become a bit confused about which approach works and which doesn't. All your confusion is going to end, and you will know what it takes to manifest that specific person of your dreams. It is not like affirmations don't work and visualization works. It is also not like you have to raise your vibrations and let go of your desire. The main thing is that you are not aware of why these things work. You are not aware of why you are doing these affirmations, whether robotic or not. You are not aware of why scripting is helping you. Everyone is sharing their perspective of what worked for them and what didn't work for them. There is no right or wrong way to manifest. There is no correct or incorrect approach. Every approach has its own significance. Every approach works. You have to figure out which one is for you and which one isn't for you. You will be able to figure this out once you understand why you are following these techniques. So, in my opinion, after having certain experiences with manifestation, I figured out that we only use techniques to change our mindset or to change our inner world. What we assume internally, what we believe within ourselves, manifests in our external world. It is like every time we assume something within ourselves, then we are drawing a sketch within ourselves, and later this sketch becomes a lifelike representation in the form of physical manifestation. It is like every time you imagine something, you are drawing something. The more you imagine it, the more details you add to it. You make it colorful by adding colors. It is like you are painting a masterpiece, and when you complete this masterpiece, it appears in your external reality, and you call it your manifestation. This is the simplest thing that anyone can tell you about manifestation. I know this blew your mind. You never thought about it in this manner, and no one told you this in this easy manner. You never knew that you were an artist, painting a picture of your life. You were painting this picture on autopilot for a long time, like you were imagining certain things unconsciously. But you have to change this process. Now you have to make it a conscious process. And when you make it a conscious process, you call it conscious manifestation. So, the techniques like affirmations, visualizations, and everything else are just there to help you change your inner world. They help you create the favorable circumstances of your life. Always remember that these changes are taking place within you. You are performing these techniques not for your external world, but for your internal world. When you change your internal world, when you change the way you perceive yourself, your desire internally, then that is manifested externally. Many people don't know this. They are too focused on their external reality. They are too focused on their specific person. They think that they have to repeat these affirmations, and then their specific person will change their behavior. Well, I am not denying this, but if you think like this, then you will become too focused on your external reality. You will be too focused on the movements and signs in your external reality. You are forgetting that you are performing these techniques to change the story that you are playing in your mind about your specific person. You have to focus on changing this story instead of searching for evidence in the external reality. This is where many people fail. They are constantly looking for evidence. It is like they affirm for 10 minutes, and then they check their external circumstances with the hope of if the circumstances have changed or not. Get this thing in your mind that you don't have to look for evidence. When you don't look for evidence and simply persist in your new story internally, then you are automatically having a good mood. You are living your life joyfully, and everything that has to take place will take place, and you will manifest your desire. Now, this works with any desire. I know you want your specific person, and you want them to want you more. You want them to love you, and you want them to be with you. Right now, they might not be texting you or calling you. They might not be showing up as the person that you want them to be. You have asked them to change. You have complained about their behavior, and you confronted them. Still, there is no change, and the situation got worse. But don't worry because it can change. But you have to remember this one thing, and that is you have to recreate your specific person. If you don't do this, then you cannot manifest your desired outcome. Now, what do I mean by recreating your specific person? Is your specific person some kind of doll that you can recreate? Well, it is not like that. Manifestation is not some woo-woo stuff. By recreating your specific person, I simply mean that you have to change your opinions about this person. You have to change your perceptions about this person. You have to change the way you view this person. The person who does not change their assumptions about their specific person cannot recreate them, and therefore they cannot manifest the desired outcome from their specific person. Like, some of you view your specific person as this rude person who ignored you once. You view them as someone who does not want a romantic relationship with you, and you play this story in your mind that they don't want you and they don't love you. If you keep on viewing them as this person, then you keep on manifesting this same behavior from them. Only when you recreate them in your mind's eyes will you manifest changes in their behavior. I have seen people who say that they are manifesting their person, they are affirming and visualizing, but they can't see any changes. This is happening because after affirming and visualizing, they are discussing how rude their specific person is with their friends and even the random people on social media. In the comments, groups, and forums, they are telling their stories of how their specific person mistreated them and misbehaved with them. Even at nights when they are all alone, they are abusing their specific person in their mind. Doing all these things won't manifest changes in your reality. It is because in one place you are changing your internal story and recreating your specific person by visualizing and affirming. But then you are again changing the story about your specific person by remembering the past. Also, when you discuss your current situation with another, in the hope that others will offer you a magic pill that will change your situation, then also you are doing the opposite of what is required from you. I know it feels so tempting to discuss your situation with another person. I know how it feels when you accidentally watch your specific person's social media profile, and it triggers you. But during this moment, you have to control yourself and recreate this person in your mind's eye. You have to change your thoughts at that very particular moment. You have to choose different thoughts about this specific person. This is where you have to win. You are required to change your thoughts and change your story. You will delay the process to a longer extent if you are not willing to change your thoughts, if you are not willing to change your story. Many of you are engaging in mental conversations with your specific person and even with yourself about your specific person. Always remember that each conversation of yours is forming an assumption within yourself. With each conversation, you are painting a picture that will appear in your external reality. Your imagination is a very powerful tool that can either turn your reality into something favorable or something unfavorable. Your imagination in many ways is your superpower, and that is why you have to use it with great caution. You have to use it for your ultimate success. Your imagination is that wand that can create favorable circumstances in your life. Make better use of it. It is all about imagination and transforming yourself. It is all about changing the way you perceive your desire. It is not about your specific person. What actually matters is how you perceive this specific person, how you view this specific person. If you are viewing them as someone who keeps you unhappy, then they will behave in a manner that will keep you unhappy. But if you're someone who imagines having lovely conversations with your specific person, if you imagine hanging out with them and having those romantic moments, then you are doing something right for you. You are drawing a picture internally. Now you just have to be consistent with this picture. You have to keep on imagining lovely things, and in no time this picture will appear in your physical reality as your manifestation. By now, I think you know about manifestation, and all you need is to be consistent. You need a support group, a kind of community, where everyone will push each other and where you can connect with like-minded people. And that is why I have this amazing idea to launch something exciting where you will get the course as well as the community. Now, this will happen soon, like in a month. But, for now, I want you to change this story about your person. You can even take help of affirmation tapes, and I have designed this affirmation tape that can help you to manifest those desired outcomes with your specific person. You can find this video by clicking on the first video that now appears on the top right corner of the screen.